Weight Loss Nature's Way. We're here on the Macrobiotic Week in Scotland in Penninghame, and this is our teacher, Marlene. Yahoo!
Welcome, all one and all.
Marlene, we've had great fun this week, and it's all been about how food affects your health, but a lot of people just don't realise, do they?
No, they don't. Unfortunately, Debbie, you're now on board as a teacher, which is going to be fantastic. Out there in the south, teaching. Debbie's going to be starting natural foods cooking classes, teaching chi ball and yoga in the morning. She's awesome. She's fantastic. I can't wait to get on board with her.
And
no, seriously, the whole impact of food and health is just such a huge issue.
And why though? Because obviously years and years ago we didn't have to worry about it because we didn't eat crap.
Absolutely, but now you see everybody has everything instant 24/7, and really, Debbie, who do you know that teaches and cooks at home? Sorry, cooks at home, not a lot of people. So we need to get back to the kitchen, and that's what my ultimate goal is, to try and entice people back into the kitchen and understand the philosophy of food and what it does to their health.
Because I've had a lot of people talking to me about the sugar thing that I put on recently, which was all about absolutely don't eat it because it's a poison. But you go further than that in macrobiotics, don't you? It's don't eat sugar.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the thing is, we're looking all the time to create balance, and we think, what are we trying to balance? We're trying to balance the environment within our body. So we look at the extremes of foods that most people are eating, which are way out in the periphery. Too much sugar, too much salt, and the body's always constantly craving one end of the spectrum of the other. So basically we take natural whole foods, plant-based diet, which tastes delicious. As you know, Debbie, you've been cooking in the cooking school all week with me.
Yes, I have.
And we make the most delicious foods from whole grains and beans and pulses and fruits and nuts and seeds and natural sweeteners like grain-based sweeteners, things that keep your body happy, that don't spike the blood sugar, that don't give you any hassle with your health, and the food's delicious.
And just like this is saying on here, it really helps to control your hormones naturally, because we don't realise how much they're suppressing the hormones, it's stopping the enzymes working, the rubbish we eat.
And this is what I really am very passionate about, and trying to help consumers to understand, what exactly is in the food they're eating. We're eating far too much dead food, If you think about animal food in particular, it's processed, it's had antibiotics sometimes into, hormones injected into it. The chaos that causes in our bodies is just detrimental to everyone's health. And
in fact, can you? Pat's helping me. Can you go back to Pat? Look at that. Look at Pat. Look at the big David that you had. Can you go back from there? Do you know how to go back?
This is my gorgeous friend David. I first met David way back in Florence, where he stands in his whole pride and glory, and he went his holidays and came back from the States, and I thought, David. So David enrolled in my Weight Loss Nature's Week program, and the girls have had a lot of fun with David this week on our course.
Yeah, we have.
No, seriously, my whole passion in life is to try and help people understand the effect of food and chemicals that we're eating now that the body cannot process. We're creating absolute chaos with so many hormones that are now not working or working overload. So try and get linked in with Debbie. She's going to be doing some fabulous information and let me see how the Western diet has completely gone off the wall in terms of where we used to be with, look at the Mediterranean diet, look at the Asian diet, and then look at the macrobiotic diet. And macrobiotic just means, in translation terms, the good life, the great life, So we eat whole grains and all these beautiful foods, and looking at what's in season, what's local produce to your own community, your own country, and you will thrive, It's not about just getting up every day, it's like getting up every day with amazing energy.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's already helped me, I've got to tell you. I came here really, really tired, and already my belly's recovering gradually.
And Debbie's swinging from the chandelier, and we're saying, Debbie, come down.
Exactly. But on a serious note, the people you've helped, obviously we're not mentioning names, but there are some serious health conditions that you've actually managed to cope with.
We work with people with cancer, diabetes, heart disease, diverticulitis, celiac disease, skin issues, weight problems, diabetes, you name it, they have it. And when you take the nutritional stress out of the diet, out of the body, and start feeding the body with natural whole foods, it pays you back with good health. The body's your friend, it wants to help you to have amazing health every day, all of your life. And, sometimes I get a little bit preachy, but the bottom line is, we all have to take responsibility for our own health.
Yeah.
You are your own doctor.
Yeah.
You know how your body functions. So we like to try and run our courses with great fun, and you know, something that the students will then, or the clients then go on to help their families with and spread the word. So,
and actually, when you look at some of the effects that you've had on people's eating, some people might say, "Oh, it's really extreme. It's out at the periphery of what people usually do." It's becoming mainstream, because what's the statistic about prevention of illness according to the WHO?
The WHO, you can look at probably 65% of diseases, degenerative diseases, are preventable, and it's through what people have at the end of their fork. It's through the diet that we're eating. So
it's as simple as that.
Think about looking at your cell as your friends and how you nourish and feed your cells every day of your life. You know, it pays you with amazing health. It pays you with unbelievable energy and vitality and longevity.
What do you know what I love about your courses is that you really do incorporate proper science as well. It's not just airy-fairy.
With you know, scientific research and studies. It's not like something we've made up. What we teach, Bill and I, is 5,000 years old. It's 5,000 years old.
Yeah.
You can't argue with that. You know, we don't argue with the fact that, you know, whatever we feel in life to be true, you know, this is based on cultures have lived thousands of years with minimum of illness, and they eat, what do they eat? They eat the diet that we project to be the healthiest diet in the world through the passion for the love and the work that we do. But also the people in Okinawa in Japan are the longest, healthiest living people on the planet, and what do? They have miso soup every day. They eat a whole grain plant-based diet. You can't argue with that. And also now there's so many studies that back up, nutritional science now backs up what people like my husband Bill has been teaching for 45 years, what I've been teaching myself. Get on board, get sea vegetables into your diet, get the amazing minerals, the benefits of all these unbelievable foods, you know. I wax lidicals every day, but trust me, follow Debbie's advice. She's the top girl here on my course here at the Penninghame
Centre, yeah.
Stuart, and have fun with your food.
And
you know?
And what's the book? Have you got a book by any chance?
It's called Microbiotics for All Seasons, and it's very, very simply put.
Have you got one? I've got one. I've got one somewhere. Where's my bag? Oh, where's my bag? Hang on. Let's pretend we didn't do that, right? Ready? Ready. And Marlene, might you have a book by any chance?
As it happens, Debbie, I've just finished publishing my book. It's called Microbiotics for All Seasons. And I don't know if I'm living in the wrong side of the Atlantic at the moment. It's selling unbelievably in Australia. It will be launched in the States in the summer. It's obviously a vegan cookbook, but the 5 chapters in the beginning of the book are very educational. And what I do is I've put the book together with some beautiful coloured photographs, but it's all about seasonal eating. It's all about working with your organs, blooming in the spring, working through the winter months when we need warmer foods, underground vegetables. So it really kind of takes you back to how did grandma cook, how did your mother cook, and the food's delicious. So try and get on board, get a copy of this book. Also tells you all about your organs, what teas you need to be using, what soups you need to be using. Look at these beautiful burgers. That would put Big Mac to shame. These are made from aduki beans with sweet
They were
potato
lovely, I
chopping.
must admit. I made mine.
Beautiful sea vegetables on the side here. So.
And it is worth the effort, because it does really definitely make a difference to your health. Where can people find out more information on your website?
More information on my website at www.marlenewatsonTara.com. You can subscribe to my newsletter. You can go onto YouTube and cook with me and have fun in the kitchen, because that's my ultimate goal. Get back in the kitchen.
Yay! We're going to do it, aren't we, Pat? Yes.
Of course we are. And look out for Debbie, because she's going to be teaching soon.
And theoretically, look out for Debbie getting slimmer.
Yeah!
Woo! Thank you.
Thank you, Debbie.